Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Home Locators community. I'm your favorite realtor, Jadrian Lawson, the home locator. And today I have a special guest, Nadia. She's representing Purple MOSH. Can you go ahead and give us a description of what that is?
My real name is going to be Nadia Elle. That way, if I get married, remarried, whatever, you always know me as Nadia Elle. But definitely, Purple Mosh is my business. It started out as a clothing store.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm turning it into a travel brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also want to teach other small business owners how to master our side hustle, which is Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the most important things you can learn just to offer up with naming your brand is name your brand something so that no matter what you're doing or no matter what you're selling, you can keep the same name.
Exactly.
Like when you see Walmart, Costco, Sam's. Remember how it used to be Burlington Coat Factory?
Yeah.
Now it's just Burlington, because when you see that red Burlington, you know that they're selling something, but they're not limiting themselves to coats anymore.
Yeah.
So many times as brands or small businesses, we want to be, purple eyelashes. Well, what happens when you outgrow selling eyelashes and you want to start selling, makeup, or you want to start, doing nails? Are you going to be purple eyelashes and nails?
Yeah.
But if you name yourself something where people have to say, okay, that name can cover an umbrella of things. So Purple Mosh, I'll always be mastering my side hustle. I'll always be teaching other people how to master their side hustle. So Purple Mosh is everything I needed to be.
Nice. And so can you I know that you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what exactly do you focus on as far as your day-to-day? Because I know that with it being, you're mastering your side hustle as far as you giving game to people, but what is it that exactly that you do for yourself every day? So like, what are you doing after you get off work or whatever the case may be? What is it that you're doing to revolutionize your brand?
For starters, I always want to spend time with young creators like yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're the future.
Yeah.
If I pour into you and you got your game from me, my legacy lives on.
Yeah.
So initially it was clothing, and I still have my website, purplemosh.com. I own that domain. It's mine. No matter what Purple Mosh is, it'll always be a way to access me. I still have clothes. I still do pop-up shops. I still do luxury designer goods.
Okay.
And now I'm moving it more into a travel space. I teamed up with an amazing multi-level marketing giant here in the Metroplex.
Okay.
And I'm excited about some things that I have coming forward with her. I like to travel anyway.
Okay.
That was my favorite pastime before I started having kids. And now that they're getting older and I can kind of say, hey, y'all go over there, I'll be back and get y'all. I want to get back into, flights and trips. So I definitely tap into the multi-level marketing part with you toward the end.
Okay.
But my day-to-day is also teaching other people how to take what they love and turn that into a business.
Okay.
And you can get paid for your knowledge.
Yeah, definitely.
I charge a fee to teach you what I know so that you can grow your business.
Yeah. Okay. That makes it kind of goes into the next question that I have, but I like the way that you said that you like to travel. Even when people have kids, this is some game for you guys too. So whenever you're having kids, of course you want to be nurturing and raise your kids the way that you should raise, the way that you will want to, but also don't lose yourself in the process, because you're leaving a legacy back, just like what you're doing right now, and what you're building, which is very commendable as well. But when it comes to building your own brand, make sure that you're putting yourself in position so your kids can be in the right position to be great for themselves down the road. But so the next question that I had was, what other so as far as your journey, what other issues or road bumps that you had to take to get to where you are today? So I know that you kind of you obviously, you say you had kids and stuff, so it didn't set you back, but it was a slower process. So how did you overcome all of the things, as far as not just kids aside, everything else that you would usually
anything I don't have or anything I haven't accomplished, it's because I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
I don't care what the situation is, whether you have 1 kid, 5 kids, 10 kids. If it's something that's in your heart, or that's pushing you, you go figure out a way to do it.
For sure.
You can't say, "Oh, I have kids, so I didn't get to finish school." "Oh, I have kids, I can't work." Those are excuses.
Yeah.
Because you have people who are homeless, they're getting degrees, they have 3 kids on their hip while they're homeless, and they're still working, 60-hour weeks, and they're accomplishing their dreams. The only setback is hunger. Either you want it or you don't. Anything I haven't accomplished is because I didn't personally say, okay, let me get up and do this today.
Is there anyone that you've been doing business with? Is there anyone that has like a unique story that they've overcome to be where you are, or even to build their own brand?
Everybody has a story. Whether you are rich and generational wealth was passed down to you, and you feel like, okay, I don't want people to think this was given to me. I want to do my own thing and earn it myself. Whether you have people who were homeless and didn't have anything and say, okay, I got to get this because I want better for my kids. But I'm going to say the voice that's the loudest in my head right now is definitely a lady in the Metroplex. Her name is Latasha Alexander. She's a 5-star director with a travel company. I liked her lifestyle. I liked the fact that she was just online, popping her shit every day, traveling with her husband, and creating generational wealth for her kids. She was able to retire her parents, retire her mother-in-law, and say, hey, what I've built is enough for all of us. And so when I got the opportunity to meet her, I never let her go. And she's like, oh, what are you doing later? I was like, I'm going to lunch with you.
Wherever
like,
you
what
are,
are you doing tomorrow? I'm coming to your house. Like, and I done told her, I might as well give you my social so you and your husband can carry me next year because I'm independent now. I learned this early. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. Because that's going to be a limited ass room. On the way over here, I want a new car, but I don't want a car note. On the way over here, I was thinking back. I might have been 25, and I had went to lunch with a friend. She was 28. We were both working together. She's like, let's go look at cars. I'm like, cool. I'm going to go look at cars. She literally went and bought a brand new Lexus on lunch break.
Wow.
And I was like, do you know how long it would have took me to make a decision like that? Her greatest thing was, okay, which color should I pick? And I stayed in the finance room with her, and I watched her when it got down to like warranty and stuff. She's like, no, I'm going to put that on my personal credit card so that I can pay that off because I'm not paying interest on that.
Nice.
And just being able to see somebody young, they were in their career. We were at the same job. She just had a better title. And watching her be able to leverage her credit. But her parents were doctors and a banker. So that was stuff she learned. My parents was dope dealers. So hey, that's what I learned. So, it's the hustle. But you're either going to hustle and then you're going to be able to say, hey, this is my W-2. I want to be able to take this into this bank and, pull my bank statements and say, here, I need to be able to buy this, buy this, buy this. Or you go do your shit under the table and then you'll get under the table shit. Or you go have stuff in somebody else's name that'll never be your asset. And you can't pass it down unless they let you pass it down.
I like the way that you said that too, because obviously we was raised in the same neighborhood and we seen the same stuff. I mean, obviously you're a little bit older than me, but your generation, as far as the people that was around you, I seen the same thing. Exactly. So when it comes to people that are either in that realm right now and want to kind of get out of it, or they just have those role models that are just only doing that as far as selling dope and stuff like that. How do you get them motivated? If it's something that you can tell them to keep them motivated to not only not build that life for themselves, but how do you take some of those good attributes? Because it is a lot of good attributes.
There's a lot of great attributes. I mean, they are CEOs of multi-$1,000 companies. Exactly. You be real. You can have somebody selling dope that's making $5,000 a week.
Exactly.
That's more money than most people are making on their job. And I'm thinking, you're the CEO of your own thing. You already have the hustle. You already have the drive. So how do you take that and make a legit business? Find something that you like and that you can do and start legally doing it. I'm not saying stop selling dope today, and I know that's not the right answer, but whatever you're doing that's creating your income, keep doing it. I hate when people own a business or they have a side hustle and they say, oh, you work for somebody. Keep your day job. Whatever your day job is, and it's allowing you to put a roof over your head, provide for your kids, and live your lifestyle. Keep your day job until you can slowly work out of your day job and work into your full-time passion. So I know this ain't the best thing to say, but if you selling dope, have you a 3-month, 6-month exit plan and say, I'm going to make this money for the next, 3 months. And then I'm going to slowly start working on my own thing. You can detail cars. You can, start selling T-shirts. You can come up with your own brand. You already have a clientele. You already know how to move a product. Find a legit product that you can move.
Yeah.
With the multi-level marketing thing that I'm working on, I'll be honest with you, I got a couple of players in the game right now, and I already told them, hey, I'm working on something legit. I want to bring you with me because I know if you can sell dope $20 hand to hand to hand, you can sell a lifestyle. So if I see you and I know, man, dude just be on the corner doing this, now all of a sudden he out with Nadia taking trips. What is he doing?
Yeah.
The people who were glorifying, everything that you had with the luxurious lifestyle you live, those are the same people who are watching you, and they're going to want to know, what are you doing to be able to travel and live legit? And the more that you start doing the legit thing and the less you start doing the illegitimate thing, you'll see the change, and then you'll see money growing over here, and you're able to sleep at night. You're not worried about the jump out boys. You ain't got them 24/7 hours, because dope dealer hours are hell.
Yeah.
You can get you a multi-level marketing job and put yourself in a position to work 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
So there's change. Sometimes you just got to work with somebody who has enough faith in you to say, hey, I can show you something different.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Purple MOSH is always available. Reach out to me.
So, and a quick disclaimer too: we're not advocating or encouraging people to choose that lifestyle or even stay in that lifestyle. We're simply telling them, there's a better way out there.
Definitely.
A lot of people, not only where we come from, but also in different communities, don't have the luxury to just simply go out and say, oh. Mom and dad, I need this, this, and this to start my business. Or, even if they're working a day job, it's just the circumstances they were dealt with at that moment.
And you have to think, some people don't have the education, the influence, or the resources. So they're thinking, I'm doing this because this is all I know how to do, and this is the only thing I'm good at.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of what me and you are teaming up to do is to be able to tell people, hey, this is a different way for you. This is something that you're good at. Let me show you how to make money doing this. Let me show you how to be legit on paper doing something better. And then when you get ready to buy the home of your dream, who you coming to?
Yeah. Exactly.
When you get ready to buy your car, we got friends in the car business.
Yep.
Let us hook you up.
Yep.
When you get ready to branch out and build your websites, we have people watching who create websites. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know because you don't know it.
Yeah.
And trust me, everybody we know who's in the streets hustling, if somebody said, hey, let me help you go legit, I promise you 100% of them, they go want out, because that lifestyle is stressful.
Yeah, it is because it's one of those situations to where you're always looking over your shoulder for one, but also it's the ego that's involved as well, and the pride. They don't want to put this to the side and do this, which is good. This conversation is had because a lot of people are having that issue with putting their pride to the side, getting that 9 to 5, and also building a brand on top of that. So if you are working a 9 to 5, keep that job.
Keep your day job.
Please keep that job, but also focus in and hone in on to what you want to do. You don't want to work that day job. There's a lot of people that actually do want to work their day job, but you can also have a friend that's building a brand that you can help them build, and you could potentially become a CEO as well. And I'd say that about real estate as well. Right now, I'm working a full-time job myself, but I'm keeping the lights on, but also building my brand as far as being a realtor as well. So a lot of people, if you're a realtor, if you're watching this, it's not an issue for you to keep your day job. Always do that until you can build a sustainable life to where you can go 110% in on your business. So please, please, please do not stop working right now. Make sure you have enough either saved up or you have a foundation built to where you can just venture off and do what it is that you love to do. So did you have anything else on that?
I was going to say, I think this is a great segue into something else I wanted to discuss.
Okay.
I have a business. I do well in my business, but I also have a day job.
Yeah.
I'm not walking away from my 6-figure day job that allows me flexibility and freedom.
Yeah.
Because it's cool.
Yeah.
I just think more of us need to learn how to take the job that we have and make it a 6-figure job.
Yeah.
Especially in our community, when you see, Black or brown people, we were only taught 3 or 4 things: go to school, get your scholarship and go to college, learn how to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher. I think I know. I don't have to say I think. I know that our white counterparts, they're taught how to do other things or be other things because they see their parents with other roles. You know, like you have someone who maybe, hustling. It's so funny because on the way here, my friend was counting some medication, and I instantly told her, "Well, if you do this, these are the numbers." She's like, "Oh, you can always tell people who grew up around drugs," and she white. She's like, "You can always tell because the math is in your head. If you know nobody can out count you, why aren't you an accountant? Why aren't you looking for an analyst job? Yeah. There are so many other jobs that you could have that'd be using your skill sets. Even if you think you don't have no skills, something that you're doing, there's something that you're proficient at that's a skill set that can get you paid. Yeah. Case example, I was talking to a lady, she's had some health issues, so she wasn't able to work full time. But she knows that she wants to bring money in so that she's not a dependent to her husband, but she's able to provide for herself. I said, "What is it that you do that makes you happy?" And she's like, "Oh, I can't think of anything. I don't talk like you. I'm not this, I'm not that." I said, "But it's got to be something you do that makes you happy." Yep. She said, "I just like washing clothes and folding clothes." Yeah. That's your service. Yeah. They literally have a company out there now. I'm not gonna put their name out because they're not paying us. But what you do is you go into their app, you sign up, you set your dirty laundry on your porch. Somebody comes and gets the laundry off the porch, takes it, washes it, dries it, folds it, nicely bags it up, puts it back on your porch. You pay them for the service, and then you tip them like you would your Uber driver or your DoorDasher. Wow. So this lady now has created a Facebook page. You go to her group. She schedules a pickup. She gets your laundry, takes it, washes it, folds it, brings it back, and you pay her by the pound. Wow. That's a premium service. Okay. You have elderly people who can't do it for themselves. You have maybe a new mother, somebody who's had surgery, or somebody like me who doesn't have time to do 30 loads of laundry. They're willing to pay for the convenience of having someone else do it. And now this lady has her own business. That's a great business model. So don't ever discount what you're good at. Yeah. You're always able to grow into something. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of people are going to look at this and have their judgment onto why they shouldn't do it, and that's perfectly fine because I'm glad that we're having this discussion right now. But the real reason on why I wanted you to give your game is because you have built something that's very lucrative for one, but also very educational. Do you have any social anything that they can reach you at? I'll put it at the bottom of the screen so people can see it. But I want you to put your brand out there, and then we'll kind of continue after that. Definitely. All of my social medias are going to be Nadia Elle, ELLE. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, what else is Instagram. My website is purplemosh.com. Like I said, I'll always own that. Right now I do have clothes on there because I still do pop-up shops. I'll be honest with you, once you get legit on paper and you start building relationships with vendors, I have a garage full of stuff. If I tell my husband, "Hey, I want to go somewhere," and he's like, "Well, you pay for it, we'll go." If I need $1,000, I'll find me a pop-up shop online, pay a $25 or $50 table fee, take my dresses. I got $1,000 on a Saturday. Yeah.